Think of the person that you love to be around, the one who makes everything feel better, who you leave a conversation with, and you genuinely just feel better about yourself, about life, about everything than before you started the conversation with them. The kind of person who is fully present when they're with you, who listens like they actually care, who just brings this energy that's just, I don't even know how to describe it, just warm and uplifting and contagious. Just real, good, strong energy. Like being around them reminds you that people can actually be good. You probably have someone in mind when I say that. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's someone you only met once, or maybe it's someone you've been watching from a distance thinking, man, I just want to be more like that person. Now, here's the question. Are you that person for someone else? Do the people around you feel that way after spending time with you? And are you showing up as the kind of energy that you're always out here looking to find? Because I think a lot of us spend a lot of time looking for the right people to be around. And that makes sense, right? Because the people in your life matter enormously. But I wonder if we spend enough time asking the question, am I being the right person to be around? So every single person that you interact with every single day leaves you feeling some kind of way. Could be a good way or a bad way. Like you finish a conversation and you feel energized or drained or seen or heard or invisible or lighter or heavier. And you probably don't always think about why, but it just seems to happen naturally. But it's not random. People are radiating something all the time. Their mood, their energy, whether they're actually present or somewhere else entirely. Whether they're genuinely interested in you or just waiting to talk about themselves. Whether they're coming from a place of openness or a place of stress and tension. And you feel all of that. Even if you can't articulate it, even if you never say it out loud, you can feel it. And I think most of us have never really asked ourselves that honestly. Like, what is the energy that I'm bringing into the room right now? What do people feel after talking to me? Am I the person who lifts up the mood, or am I the one who kind of deflates the mood? Am I the one who makes people feel seen or heard, or the one that makes them feel like they have to earn my attention? Because most of us are so inside of our own heads, our own stress, our own stuff, that we forget we're constantly affecting the people around us all the time. And they're constantly being shaped, even in tiny ways, by what we're putting out. And that's a lot of responsibility, but it's also a lot of power. So I want you to come back to that person you thought of at the start, the one that you just love to be around. So what is it about them specifically? Like, if you had to name it, is it the way that they make you feel heard? Is it that they're genuinely excited about life in a way that's just so refreshing and contagious? Is it that they're just honest with you in a kind of way that you haven't really felt with anyone else before? Or is it that they just actually follow through with things? They say they'll do something and they make it happen. Is it that they just don't complain at all? Is it that they're curious? Is it that they make you laugh? Whatever that may be, I want you to notice something. Those qualities you're listing, those are not these unattainable, supernatural gifts. They are choices that you can make every single day. They are ways of showing up that someone decided to practice until they became natural. And I think a lot of us, it's easy for us to acknowledge and admire those qualities in other people, and we never think to ask, am I cultivating these in myself? Like, we outsource all of the good energy to certain people in our lives and then wonder why we feel drained when they're not around. But what if you were that person? Not perfectly, not overnight, just what if you started moving in that direction slowly? What if instead of waiting to find people who made you feel good, you started being more the thing that makes people feel good? Because here's what I've noticed. The energy that you put out, it comes back. Not always immediately, not always from the same people, but it does always come back. And when you start showing up with more warmth, more presence, more genuine interest in the people around you, the quality of your relationships, they change. The quality of your days change, and the kind of people that you attract changes as well. And you become a different kind of person, a different kind of magnet. Okay, so what does this actually look like in practice? It looks like being present with someone, putting your phone down and just being there in the conversation, looking at the person, listening to what they're saying instead of just trying to formulate a response in your head or what you're going to say next right away. And it's so rare nowadays to see that. And when you do it, people, they feel that immediately. It looks like being genuinely interested, asking a follow-up question, remembering something someone told you the last time you talked and bringing it up, and caring about the answer and not just the exchange. And people can feel when someone is actually curious about them versus just kind of going through the motions of social norms. It also looks like managing your own energy before you bring it into a room. Like noticing, okay, I'm a little stressed right now. I'm maybe a little bit irritable in my head, and in making a conscious choice about how much of that I want to put onto the people around me. Not suppressing it, not pretending it doesn't exist, just being intentional about it. Also looks like being the person who actually follows through. And this one is really important. Who says what they mean, who shows up when they said they would. It sounds basic, but is genuinely one of the most valuable things that a person can be. Reliable, consistent, and at the end of the day, just someone that people can count on. And it looks like bringing up some joy as well, some lightness, not performing this happiness feeling. That's exhausting. Nobody wants that, but just not making every single interaction seem heavy. Finding the funny thing in the conversation, sharing something good, reminding people that life has good stuff in it, because a lot of the time I think many of us could be reminded of that. And none of this requires a whole new personality change. It's just these small choices that we can make every single day. But small choices over time, compounded, that's how a person becomes someone that other people genuinely love to be around. And here's the thing I find most interesting about all of this. When you start consciously trying to be the person that you want to be around, something unexpected happens. And it's not just that the people around you feel better, you feel better as well. Because showing up with presence and warmth and just a genuine interest, it connects you to people in a real way. And that connection, that feeling of actually being with someone, actually seeing them, actually being seen back, that's one of the best feelings there is. And a lot of us are searching for it and starving for it without even knowing why. And that's why sometimes we can be lonely in full rooms, because nobody's really there, including us sometimes. And there's something else. When you start embodying the qualities that you admire, being patient, being warm, being someone that follows through, being present, you start to respect yourself more. Genuinely. Because you're living in alignment with who you actually want to be. And that quiet self-respect, the kind that comes from your actions and not just your thoughts about yourself, that changes everything. And you stop needing as much external validation because you're getting it from yourself. So here's what I want you to walk away with. The energy you're looking for, the warmth, the realness, the people who make you feel like you matter, you can be that for yourself and for other people, starting today in small ways that don't require this massive life change. You just need to show up a little more fully in your next conversation. Ask one more question, put the phone down, follow through on the small thing that you said you would do, and bring a little more of whatever lights you up into the room with you. And just notice what happens, not just to the people around you, but to you. Because I genuinely believe this. The quality of your life is almost entirely determined by the quality of your relationships. And the quality of your relationships is almost entirely determined by the quality of the person you're being in them. So Be the person you want to be around. Not for anyone else, but for you. See you guys in the next one.